Hi, welcome to AC Drives Part 7 video. Let us today discuss an actual drive. It is a Delta MIG EL series drive we are going to see today. This is the physical appearance and it is a sensorless vector control micro drive SLVC. We have discussed what is SLVC in the previous video. It is a EL series from the Delta company. Whatever may be the company, you have to see what is its model suitable for which machine. Let us see here it is written as VFD 007 and EL23A. What does it mean? The VFD it is standing for variable frequency drive as we know, and 007 it is for motor rating. This VFD is suitable for 1 HP motor, and if it is 37 it should be 5 HP, if it is 022 it should be suitable for 3 HP, and if it is suitable for 2 HP it is written as 015. So we have to select our VFD according to the motor rating. And the next is the series. There is EL series, E series for VFD and some other series also. And what is the mains input voltage available? Here the letter is written as 23. What does it mean? The 23 stands for 230 volt, but it is three phase. You heard it right. It is 230 volt only, and it is a three phase supply. And if it is 21, it will be 230 volt single phase supply, and if it is 43 it will be 460 volt three phase supply, and 11 stand for 115 volts supply single phase. So depending on your country you can select the voltages, and a sample it is given here, it is 015, that is this machine is suitable for, or this VFD is suitable for 2 HP motor, and it is 43, that is 3 phase 460 volt. And the physical feature you will be seeing like this. This is the front panel view of a VFD. Let us see what is available. A, this is the digital keypad area where the user will be inputting something, and based on the inputs the VFD will be operating. So this is the area where the user will interact with VFD. And the next is NPN or PNP. It is a selector switch available. It's a mode of operation. Either the user had to select for NPN or otherwise PNP. Why and what will be discussed in our next video. And here it is ACI, analog current input and analog voltage input. So again it is a selector switch, and you can put the switch in the upside or downside. So you will be selecting analog current input or analog voltage input. We will be explaining in the next slide why it is. This is the external terminal D. So these all green terminals it is showing here, it is external terminal. It is used to control the VFD, to start, to stop, to rotate in one direction, change the direction of rotation, change the speed. Multiple control options will be available with external terminal. Why it is called external terminals? We will be connecting wires from here, multiple wires, and that will be wired to switches or some other input terminals. So this is control terminal in general. And E, it is the communication port. Actually you may be seeing computer network cable jacks RJ45. Such jacks has to be connected here, that be communicating with the external devices, PLCs or personal computers like equipment. And here our power terminals are available for input and output. The user will be connecting three phase or single phase input, and the output to the motor will be taken out from the power terminals. And we will be discussing the digital keypad area. Here the number one item it is status display. It is giving display of run, forward or reverse LEDs. If the motor is running, it will be shown by a small LED here. That LED will be lit up. It is showing it is running, and either forward or reverse, one of that will be giving its indication, so that we can understand whether it is rotating or forward condition or reverse condition. And third, it is the potentiometer. Potentiometer, it is basically, as you know, it is a variable resistance and we will be able to control the speed. Actually, this can be used for the speed variation by the frequency variation. So, if you are changing the potentiometer in this direction or in the opposite direction, we can increase or decrease the frequency. That is the main use. And the fourth one, it is run key. What does it start for? It is for starting the AC drive operation. And next is up and down key. Like in our mobiles and all, we can set some parameters by scrolling up and down. So, we will be selecting some parameters by searching. So, up and down key arrows will be used for selecting the required parameter. And the next, it is mode. Mode is the item which is changing the display. It will be changing the display like frequency, voltage, current or anything with respect to the mode setting. And the next item, it is stop and reset. Stop means the AC drive has to be stopped. If it is working, we can press the red button, that is stop, it will be stopped. And what is reset? In case of some errors are there and if the machine can be automatically stopped. Yes, if there are some errors, we can program the VFD to automatically stop. What will happen? It will be indicating some error display here. Some ERR like display will be available here and the motor will be automatically stopped. That time we have to press this reset button, so that it will be removing the problem if you are already removed the fault from that. So, this is the display area. And the F60, what does it mean? F mean the master frequency. Our delta drive, it is able to set from 0 to 60 Hertz, 600 Hertz of frequency. Okay, and if our frequency is 60 Hertz, that can be set as the master frequency. That means it is the maximum frequency available to the machine, and that is the set speed. In our area, that is in India, we will be setting as 50. And what does it mean in the second H50? Under the set frequency, we can vary from 0 to the set frequency. If you have set 60, 0 to 60 can be set. And at a particular time, what is the actual frequency right now available at terminal? That will be indicated by H50. And the third item, U, stands for user defined unit. It can be voltage, temperature of the IGBT, anything. We will be able to set this parameter by selecting the parameter number 00.05. The short form of parameter, it is written as PR.00.05. We will be able to use that scroll button and change the digits here, so that we will be able to locate this parameter. And A50, it is showing the output current available to the motor. And FRD, that is forward, displays the AC motor, AC drive, it is rotating in the forward direction, whereas REV, reverse, it is replacing the AC motor drive, it is running in the reverse direction. And we will be seeing a general block diagram of a VFD, wherein in the left side we will be getting lot of inputs and the right side will be getting outputs. We will be briefly discussing this item, and in detail we will be discussing the item one by one in our coming videos. Let us see a small snap. Here this is the input L1 and L2 and L3, and here the motor output terminals are available. So, here is the power area. The rest available are signal area. When the technician is connecting, they should be ensuring that these cables here and these cables here should not be bunched together. It should be separate only with proper distancing, and if possible it should be perpendicularly connected, the power cable and signal cable. and we will be able to see some input. These inputs will be knowing as digital inputs. Every VFD will be having some digital inputs. If the digital inputs are more, it will be having cost more, and it is directly used for control of direction of rotation, its various features. So it is widely known as digital input control. In the digital input control, here in this VFD, we are having a 24 volt plus volt output, and there is a digital common output. If you are wiring some switch in this way, we can control the behavior of motor. Here FWD, that is forward bar stop, is written. What does it mean? If you are wiring a switch to here, and if the switch is closed here, the motor will be rotating in forward direction, and if the switch is open, it will be stopped. And similarly, reverse and stop happen. If it is closed to MI2, this motor will be rotating in the reverse direction, and if this switch is open, it will be stopping. This is few of the applications we can set the parameters, and wide variety of options are available here, and this is known as digital input. The next section, it is analog input. Analog input, generally there is a 10 voltage plus and a analog common. For testing purposes, what we are doing is we will be connecting a potentiometer, a variable resistance. A plus 10 voltage is given to one terminal and analog common given to the other terminal, and the variable voltage is available here. What does it mean? This terminal AVI, that is analog voltage input, can be having a voltage which is ranging from 0 to 10 voltage. What will happen? If it is getting a 5 voltage output here, exactly at midpoint of potentiometer, it will be getting 5 volt. At 5 volt input, the machine will be running at half the speed. That is, the frequency will be half of the set frequency. If the frequency maximum is 50 hertz, at 5 voltage input in the AVI, we will be getting 25 hertz. Once again I will tell, we are having 50 hertz maximum frequency here. It is for 10 volts of voltage in the potentiometer. If you are reducing the voltage available to this point as 5, the frequency output will be reduced to 25, that is half part, and obviously the speed also will be reduced. So we can change the voltage input here, and we can control the speed of the motor. So this is for testing purposes, we are connecting external resistances, but in actual condition it is not like that. We will be getting some sensor output. Some sensor will be there, maybe in a pipe, depending on the water flow, let us say water flow. Depending on the water flow and its pressure, this is developing a voltage which is ranging from 0 to 10 voltage, let us say. Once again, we are having a pipe and some water is flowing at a high pressure, and depending on the pressure, the voltage it is getting with an additional device which is ranging from 0 to 10 volts, and this voltage will be given to this point, so that this voltage will change the motor speed, right? So this is the requirement for analog voltage input, actual practical conditions in field, in the factory setup. In our lab, we will be using a potentiometer and we will be varying the input by varying a potentiometer. So these are the input part, main input what I told: power input, digital input and analog input. And here is the output to the motor, that is power output to the motor, and this is known as relay output. So we are having potential free contact here. Potential free contact means this contact, that is here and here, these contacts are having no relation to any other side, that is entirely independent, that is known as potential free contact. This contact can be made on and off in a programmed condition. If some error is available in the machine due to overload or something, this position will be changed. Normally open contact will be closing and normally closed contact will be opening. We will be able to wire up through some other circuit. Let us say if you are having a 220 volt supply here, we will be able to wire it out. This 220 voltage is coming here, and if you are connecting a bulb here, and this will be glowing. When it will glow? When the switch is closed here. That closing condition will be defined by the program. Suppose if an error like that. So this can be used for what? It can be used for alarm contacts or trip contacts, for anything like this. And here there is a analog frequency meter. It is giving a voltage corresponding to the voltage output. It means that if the speed is 0, the voltage will be 0. If the speed is full, near to the full speed, let us say 1500 synchronous speed, we will be getting 1495. At that condition, the voltage will be 10. So a voltage corresponding to the speed at output. So the VFD is giving you a voltage ranging from 0 to 10, which is in scale of the speed of the motor. The maximum the speed, it will be 10. No speed, it will be 0. If it is a half speed, it will be having 5 volts, like that. What is the function of this item? Let us say if we are having one more VFD, and this will be having what? One analog input. This analog output can be given to analog input of the another drive. What is the advantage? Based on this speed, let us say this is running at half speed. This will be getting half the voltage, and this voltage will be given to the analog input. We will be getting this motor also the same speed. If we want to run two motors at the same speed, this can be used. It is not only for that, the speed combination can be 10%, 50% or anything. That means if we are having one motor running at 10% speed, one more motor we can control at 50% of the speed. That is, if one motor is running at 1500, the other motor will be running at 750 by using the analog output. Analog output from this VFD can be given to analog input of another VFD. So both the drives will be synchronized together in the speed. You can think about a painting application. Two different colors are mixed in different combinations, and the mixing pump will be controlled its speed like this. So this is the analog multifunction output terminal, it is told us. And next is the communication output. It is RS485, which is the industrial communication protocol. And shadal cable will be used together with RJ45. Maybe it can be connected to RS232 or COM port, like any other terminals. And we will be seeing some VFD internal terminal like this, and there will be a inverter module which is inverting DC to AC. There is a common DC bus, there is a rectifier section from AC to DC, and AC power input, and some power output section also will be there to the motor. And we will be seeing bigger capacitors in the bus bar, and some heat sink will be there, which is controlling the heat of the machine within the specified range. And the additional fan will be connected to reduce its speed and for proper operation. There may be a control board, and one item it is known as snubber, which is to remove away the steep fronted waves so that it is working smoothly. And additional discharge resistors may be provided to smoothly continue the operation. And there will be pre-charging unit, because the capacitor will be taking very high amount of current. To reduce that, pre-charging is required. And this is the internals of VFD.